We have new information on a developing story. CBS Radio has just fired Don Imus from his radio show. Our Karen DePodman will be joining us at 5:30 for more on this developing story. Again, Don Imus fired by CBS Radio. More coming on News Center Now at 5:30. Now back to our top story. Tonight we look at one of the Hudson Valley's most critical long-term needs, safe and efficient transportation. We start with a transportation milestone. It may have taken 80 years, but today officials finally broke ground on the long-awaited 2nd Avenue subway line in New York City. The MTA says the new line will complement current service by improving suburban access to Manhattan. More importantly to some, it will benefit the thousands of commuters who take trains to and from the Hudson Valley to the city every day. WRNN senior reporter Tom Schwab has our top story. He was at today's big event and joins us tonight live with the details for us. Tom.
Well, good evening, Krista. That's right. When it's all finished, the transit project will not only add more than 8.5 miles of new subway track, but will also provide a new connection for Metro North riders looking to bypass Grand Central Station. And that means time and money for commuters from across the Hudson Valley. You're looking at one of the first sections of the 2nd Ave subway tunnel constructed back in the mid-70s. In fact, there had been 3 previous groundbreaking ceremonies for the project, dating as far back as 1925. But each time was derailed due to poor planning and lack of money. Officials today, however, say this 4th time is the charm.
For too many years, 2nd Avenue subway was nothing more than a bad joke. Starting today, the 2nd Avenue subway is our future.
The MTA says the new T-line running north to south will be built in 4 stages, the first of which will cost $3.8 billion and run from 96th Street to 63rd, pairing up with the Q-line. Ultimately, the T-train will run from Hanover Square in Lower Manhattan up to 125th Street in Harlem, where Metro North rail commuters can connect.
It'll give people another option. If folks don't have to go all the way down to Grand Central, they can transfer to a subway at 125th Street.
The new line is expected to improve access to mass transit for East Side residents and reduce overcrowding and delays on the Lexington lines. In addition, 16 new stations will be created with a total of 12 transfer points serving 635,000 residents and 1.2 million workers. Dignitaries who were on hand to break out the ceremonial pickaxes consider today's groundbreaking historic.
This is a line that is integral to our long-term economic vitality.
But while tunnel boring machines are poised to begin construction, some riders wonder whether the 2nd Ave subway is really back on track or if it will simply remain an urban myth.
The 2nd Avenue subway is the most famous thing that's never been built in New York. So I think by tackling this project and moving it forward, it sends a message to New Yorkers that transit is a solution to our problems and that the city is willing to invest in it.
And then the first phase of the project should be completed by 2013, carrying an estimated 200,000 riders a day. The total cost and completion date of the entire line are not yet projected. Reporting from Manhattan tonight, I'm Tom Schwab. Krista, back over to you.
Well, it's a start. Tom, thank you. President Bush is stepping in to help solve a